Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Check, ready? Check, 47. Nice,
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Watch twins. Shoot.
It's Davis on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Panther first down.
Set. Right at the 8. You don't want to pick up the ball. Check 43.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
53, Mike, it's our time. It's our time.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Under 10, 10. 36.
Now Davis. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Kill.
Bree's going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
0-2.
Here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 down at the 33.
Let's go one more.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Thomas has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And an alley to run. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 4th down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike part 9, Mike part 9.
Hey, exit.
Let's go.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here we go, here we go.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch. Hey, kill. Watch the screen. Hey, watch that.
Buzz.
54.
Breeze now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Check, 53's Mike.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
65.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he stopped immediately there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike, 28. Hey, check. Hey, number 28.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Switch.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Newton now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watch the edge. Watch twist.
20. Gun.
SOS.
Third and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Harris now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Breeze now. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got him in. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Kill. 6-6. Bullet high. Here we go. Ready, take.
Now Breeze. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ready.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go. Hey, easy.
I got him. He's mine.
Whoa.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Breeze to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On the delay, this is Murray. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check in. Watch the slant.
On second and a couple, Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man, I got you.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season, as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Small. You'll kill.
Mike 59. Mike 59. You go night.
Now Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, ready? Easy, opposite. Yellow lady.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Mike 54.
Check.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Wow, good.
Ready, check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
11.
Number 28, Mike. He's coming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
Hey, Haywood.
Check. Hey, number 28.
Throwing now is Breeze. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the run, it's Davis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Newton being chased out left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's make these babies cry.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. On the return, Harris. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mike 28, Mike 28. I got one.
Come on, get set.
28, Mike, he's coming. Check it.
Here we go.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Breeze on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
On first down, Breeze. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Here's the fullback, Zach Line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Sammy. Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, keep it up.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tight down. There you go. Check. Press down. Get him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the 50, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cam's going to run the option right. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella taking a rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
You're trapped. Slant. Check.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
5-8. Come on, the ball.
Another carry for the fullback, Zach Line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better